Hi, I'm Nonnz. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making pizza. This is a time-consuming, tedious process, but trust me, the results will be well worth it. When I make pizza, I make a lot, and then I freeze them so we can have pizza for a snack whenever we like. The dough is the focal point of the pizza and the foundation. It's taken me several years, but I finally got a dough recipe that I love. So I'm gonna share it with you. Now, I'm making a lot of pizza. The recipe I put at the end is for only 6 pizzas. I'm making 18. So I started with 24 cups of flour. I've got my water in here that has been tested to be between 105 and 110 degrees. The key to all this is keeping the yeast happy. So we're gonna start with the water, 105 to 110. Then we're gonna add the salt, recipes at the end, and we're gonna stir it until it's completely dissolved. I wear a glove just because I don't like to get dough under my fingernails, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Next, we're gonna add some of the flour, about 10%. So I'm gonna put in about 2 cups. Again, we're just acclimating the yeast, and I'm gonna stir this until it comes out like a crepe batter. Just get out all the lumps. And then, once that's done, we're gonna put the yeast in. So it's still very runny right now. Hope you can see that. Now we're gonna put the yeast in, dissolve that. That gets real clumpy. That's okay, just work it out. Dissolve, but it's all dissolved now, and you just have a clear base here, and I'm gonna start adding the rest of the flour. You can dump it in. I just didn't want it to splash all over the place. And then you're just gonna work it till it's all incorporated. Okay, so I worked the dough around the bowl until it's all the flour is absorbed. It took about 90 seconds, not too much. And I've got a wet towel here I'm gonna put on the top, okay? And I'm gonna let it set at ambient room temperature for 2 hours. See you then. Okay, it's been a couple hours. The dough has risen beautifully. It's full of gluten, which is what you want, nice and stretchy. And now I'm gonna separate it into balls of the size that I would like to make my pizza. And I like to make individual sized pizzas. So I use about 9 ounces of dough for each pizza. It doesn't have to be precise, but I know what fits on my peel and what works best for my oven. My oven can hold 3 or 4 pizzas at a time. So, okay, this is about the right size here. This is about a 9 ounce ball. And I'm just gonna knead it just a little bit, not too much. And I'm gonna shape it into an actual ball. So I'm just working it now. I'm gonna flip it over and pinch, and I have a nice little jellyfish ball, and I'm gonna place it in a lightly floured proofing tray. So I'm gonna do that with all this dough, and then we'll come back. Okay, I finished. It took me about 20 minutes, and I made 16 pizzas. That's what they look like in the proofing trays. And I used the rest of my dough for focaccia, which is just spreading it out on an oiled pan, and I'll cook those in the pizza oven too with a different kind of topping. Okay, so now these balls should rest, and the focaccia should rest for about 2 hours. You can leave them in as long as you want until you're ready, but the best shape, it will be in about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, so we'll come back then. Thanks. Okay, it's time to make pizza and put it in the oven. Super exciting. Look how beautifully these dough balls have raised. They're ready. It's been about 2 hours. I'm gonna try and maintain the circle integrity and just push it out. Super easy, doesn't have to be perfect. I've got my pizza peel here that's lightly floured. You can use a roller if you like. Look at those air bubbles popping up. This dough is so perfect. Super stretchy. It's gonna be chewy and crunchy all at the same time. Okay, that's it. Let's put it on the peel. Now I made my sauce from tomatoes in my garden, but you can use your favorite canned pizza sauce as well. You want to try and keep everything on the pizza because the guy at the oven, who happens to be my husband, is going to have to slide this off into the oven. So if you get it wet, he's going to have a hard time sliding it in. This cheese is a mixture of smoked provolone, mozzarella, and I use a Ford cheese in there as well. You can put all your favorite cheeses. Now, you want to do your meats last and make sure they're cooked, because this is going to be in the oven for only 2 or 3 minutes. So start with your vegetables on the bottom. We keep it pretty traditional here. I've got red onion, sliced olives, bell pepper, mushrooms, and slice your mushrooms pretty fine because again, it's going to be in the oven for a short period of time. And you want those closer to the top. Okay, and now my Italian sausage that I've pre-cooked. And I'm going to put some pepperoni on. And a perfect combo pizza. There it is. Perfect. I'll meet you at the pizza oven. Okay, here's our Forno Bravo pizza oven. The pizza oven is nice and hot. Here's the pizza I'm going to hand off. And it's going to slide right into the oven. You see there's a wood fire going on in there to the side. And he's going to just place it. And there's that beautiful focaccia in there in the pan that I did. Okay, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. Pizza maker says it's ready. All right, here's the finished product. Look at that. Nice thin crust. Crunchy, chewy, all at the same time. The flavor is amazing. See you next time in Nonnz Kitchen. Enjoy.